watch what I say from now on. It's like a cockpit voice recorder here. You don't have to go that far out. Come back now. Now go straight towards the hold short line. You'll see what I'm getting at in a second here. Now, as you come up to the hold short line, turn left just a little bit to about a 45-degree angle. You only need to give yourself enough of a turn radius to get that in there. And now you can actually see what's up final.
Yep.
In a low-wing airplane, that's not as important.
All right. So final does look clear.
Okay.
Now, what if somebody's coming that way?
Well, that's why we clear the runway before we cross the hold short, so you'll have your wings level or straight again at that point. You can look to your right. You should always be listening to the radio, too.
Yeah. Potomac traffic, Skyhawk 64776, departing runway 24 to the south, Potomac.
Okay, lights, camera, action. Oh boy.
Wow, and you know, I just realized that I'll do this on later when I get a chance.
Yeah, it's going to be rough. Okay, it is what it is.
All right.
Instrument flying.
Brakes are set.
Okay.
Throttle coming up.
Headings match. Let's match those headings up again there. Okay.
All right, RPM's in the green. All right, feet on the floor. Engine instruments in the green.
Airspeed's alive. Tap on the brakes.
High enough to go to VY?
Well, let's get up to about 500 feet first, like we briefed. And this time, before you retract the flaps, pitch down just a little bit, let the airplane speed up some, and you won't get that severe nose dip. So there it is. There you go. Let it speed up just a touch. Now bring the flaps up. And it's not going to pitch down on you quite as much then. Now 76 and left to 180. Are you comfortable making the radio calls?
Yes.
Potomac Airfield, automated advisory, wind, calm, altimeter 3020, preferred calm wind, runway 06, pilot's discretion.
Keep that right rudder in there, even though we're in a left turn, the left turning tendencies still overwhelm everything. Alright, let's make that call.
Potomac traffic, Skyhawk 64776, departing to the south, last call Potomac.
Alright, reach up here and switch over. Alright, you know the call to Potomac approach?
Potomac approach, Skyhawk 64776 off of VKX.
Skyhawk 64776, Potomac, Washington, altimeter 3021, your transponder is observed, proceed on course, remain outside class Bravo.
Transponder observed, remain outside Bravo. Says Skyhawk 64776. Sorry, I started.
Sorry, did you say you had a request?
Pull that power back. Trim down half a wheel. Can I see the controls for just a second here?
Yeah, the controls.
The controls. I want to see how this thing's trimmed based on what I was thinking. So that's pretty close. Trim changes in this airplane are actually really easy. Although nobody really discusses this. Pretty much any trim change to initiate a climb or a descent or come out of a climb or a descent is half a wheel. So if I say trim up half a wheel, just grab the trim wheel at the top and turn it midway. Okay. That's half a wheel, or vice versa. Trim nose down half a wheel, grip it in the middle, and then rotate it up half. And that's 90% of the trimming you have to do. Instead of kind of guessing at, hacking at it and putting just a little bit at a time in.
Yeah.
This is much more efficient. Let's see, what else was I going to say? I think that's pretty good. I think that was a pretty good takeoff, generally speaking. You leveled off at 1100 there for a moment, but that's because you were processing two things at once.
Yeah.
And that's understandable. I had something else I was going to mention, but I can't remember what it is
Well,
now.
and I realized that if I was going to level at 1100, if I decided that then I wanted to climb to 1300, then still I probably should have climbed at, should I have climbed back at 76, or does it not matter at that point?
I mean, it matters less, right? I think an en route climb is perfectly fine at that point. All right, whenever you're ready.
All right, I have the controls.
You have the controls. And let's do a cruise checklist.
All right, so power set just about 2,300. Mixture is not going to be leaned at this altitude.
Right.
And engine gauges, everything in the green.
Correct.
That's a quick one.
It is a quick one.
You might take it to control for a moment?
3571, you got traffic about 3 miles east of your position, northwestbound altitude indicates 2,200 at Diamond.
Okay, I have the traffic in sight now. Thanks, 501.
Oh, interesting.
Actually, we're supposed to be down at 1300, aren't we? It doesn't matter now. We're past the shelf.
All right. I'm good.
All right.
I have the controls.
You have the controls.
I have the controls.
Okay. Now I remember the other thing that I was going to mention is readbacks. A lot of instructors, and I'm not contradicting Dave, if this is what he wants you to do, that's fine. Have you read back everything that the controller just told you. I think that takes a lot of brain power to try to remember everything they said and then repeat it back to them. There are only certain things that you are required to read back, and basically that's anything with a number. So altimeter settings, altitudes, airspeeds, okay? Those things you have to read back to them. Also clearances. In all of that communication, there was only one thing that you had to read back, and it was the one thing you didn't read back, and that's the altimeter setting.
Oh.
So, yeah, I mean, you don't know. So the response could have been as simple as 3018, Skyhawk 64776, rather than the stay clear of the Bravo and all that stuff. Those are instructions. You don't have to read instructions back unless they ask you to. For example, if you're on many ATIS broadcasts at larger airports, it'll say specifically, read back all hold short instructions.
Can you hear me just fine?
Yeah, I can hear you fine. I mean, we got that little background noise there. Let's see how far we can dial this down and still see if I can turn this down. Try saying something?
I can hear you fine. Can you
Okay, yeah, I can hear you now. That's way better. Let's get up to, let's start climbing up towards 3,000 here, bearing in mind that we're still in the 2,500 foot shelf there. So try this. So it's attitude, power, trim, right? So nose up, power into full, and then just grab the top of the trim wheel and rotate it down half a wheel and and that'll get you right in the ballpark of 85 knots. At the top, grab it at the top. Rotate down half a wheel, and that'll get you pretty close to where you need to be. And once we level off, just grab it in the middle and rotate it all the way up. And of course, now you can fine tune it. But
So just climb to 2,300?
well, we're gaming it a little here. I mean, actually, we'll be well clear of the 2,500 foot shelf by the time we're near there, so we can probably just keep climbing up to 3,000, which is where I tend to do most of my maneuvers.
Medevac 247.
Once you get the hang of trim, it makes flying so much easier.
Portland approach, Medevac 247. We're about 6 miles south of Wino Gate, 1,200 feet.
For example, I was flying a plane recently where the trim control is up here.
Medevac 247, that was broken. Say again.
And it also bears no resemblance to the nose. It cranks this way and that way.
1,200 feet inbound to DC Children's Hospital.
Medevac 247, watch altimeter 3021, your transponder is observing, you can proceed on course, remain outside Bravo.
Medevac 247.
used to listening to talking over things and listening to 3 things at once. Now, do you realize that you're in a slight right turn? Or you were? You're fine now, but you were turning right slightly. Go see what it does. Hey, look at that. Isn't that amazing?
3571 has.
That only works in this plane. It works in no other plane that I know. It just happens to be in a 172 that you can do that.
Pretty much any 172?
Yep. I've never met another plane where it works that way. You have to guess a little bit more in other planes. Alright, why don't we turn eastbound a little bit so I don't keep trucking towards the SFRA here and set up for some maneuvers. We're well inside of the 3,500 foot shelf.
To your left.
I'll leave it to you to do a pre-maneuver checklist, and we don't actually have to do clearing turns for slow flight. Clearing turns are only required for anything that has a significant change in altitude or heading or angle of bank.
I'm going to turn to the power plant.
Sounds like a plan. Perfect. So the trick in slow flight, especially dirty slow flight, is getting ahead of the airplane, and people tend to be too hesitant to put in the flaps. Right, because once you pull that power back and start adding flaps, you're going to slow down quickly. And the more flaps you put in, the more you slow down. So you know you can put that first notch of flaps in below 110 knots. So no reason to hesitate, just put it in there. And then once you're in the white arc, then expeditiously put down the rest of the flaps, only pausing so long that it doesn't destabilize the airplane, and it won't, or balloon too much. Then about 5 knots before your target speed, we'll take it down to 55 knots. Start adding the power back in.
And so pre-maneuver checklist, is it basically doing the gums check like we did?
Basically. Fuel is on both. We'll just do a sort of a horseshoe here. Fuel is on both. Mixture is rich. Carby for now is off. Landing lights, we'll turn the landing light on for visibility. Magnetos are on both and the master is on.
Okay. So I'm going to slow flight.
You want a demo first, or you just want to go into it?
I think I'm
okay.
good.
We got traffic, 12 o'clock low, headed east to west.
I see it.
I think that's one of ours.
It looks like that won't be an issue for us.
Yeah, we'll be fine.
And since I'm going to do practice, should I just start with slow flight, or should we go to 60 and practice 5 and practice 10?
Well, let's do what you said. Let's go to slow flight first, and then you can practice a little bit of power.
Okay.
RP first. There's the white arc. This is where you just got to start getting ahead of the airplane. Just put them all the way in.
There
you go.
50?
Yep, and we're going to start at 60 knots. You're going to start adding power and slowly up to about 2,000 RPM. And 2,000-ish RPM will keep you plus or minus at your altitude. Good. You're pretty close there. Notice if you look at your VSI, you have a slight descent going on, so you're going to descend further if you don't add a little bit of power. This is what you wanted to practice, right?
Yep.
This is one of the things that we do slow flight for, as you obviously know. Getting a little slow on airspeed there. You're trying to gain altitude with pitch.
5477 kilo.
I thought it was going to 50.
55.
55 for Panama.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Well, that explains it.
5477 Kilo, Roger. Are you going back to VKX after you're done with the pattern work there?
Affirmative, 77 Kilo.
5477 Kilo, thanks. Call 2 Whiskey 5 and sight and keep your code the whole time.
How you feeling about that? Looks pretty good, right?
Got it, yep. So,
You wanted to try to do some climbs and descents.
yep.
So you know that, for example, if you pull the power back to idle, or if you pull the power back now, the nose will come down and you'll speed up, right?
Frequency
Right.
change.
5477
You have
Kilo,
to mitigate that with a little bit of back pressure.
Come back up on this frequency when you're done with your pattern work.
We'll go 77 Kilo, thank you.
Just play around with the power as you see fit, and you know that if you add power, your nose is going to pitch up and you'll slow down, right?
With some of the back pressure.
Right. Now you're on the back side of the power curve, so to climb at all, you're really going to require a lot of power. Just 2,000 RPM is really just going to roughly keep you where you are. And the slower you go, the more right rudder you need. Once you're back up at 3,000, if you feel comfortable having done all that, maybe we can set up for a 65 knot descent pointed towards something, huh?
Medevac Trooper 7, you contact Andrews Tower.
Medevac 47 switching, thank you.
Anticipate it a little bit. Now there's a correction. So because you pulled that power back too late, you got a little high. So now you've pulled the power back below 2,000 to come back to 3,000 feet, right? That's an example of a correction. You know you're going to have to take some of that out and add some power back in. So right now, before you go through 3,000, there you go. You're still in a descent though. That's the anticipation factor. Why don't we make a right-hand turn over toward the south here, before we get too far over there.
Turning right.
In fact, let's do a 180-degree turn. Pointed south. At this point, we're so close to the edge of the SFRA, we won't have much room. Look at that. Isn't that awesome? Beautiful day up here today.
Want to head back towards the rivers?
Yeah, let's head back. Not so that we're not directly into the sun in any case.
So maybe that way.
Yeah, you see where that steam trail is coming straight up?
Yep.
Yeah, about right toward that. And we'll find a point on the ground here, somewhere in the mid-distance that you can point towards. In fact, why don't you keep turning just a little bit, and we'll head towards that factory there, or the power plant. Then you can start a descent towards that. The one with the, yeah. Then you can start a descent toward that.
I'll let it speed up to 65.
Yep, so just pull the power back to 1500 RPM. Go ahead and pull it back. And now we're set up as exactly like we would be on final, right? About 1500 RPM, 65 knots, and all I want you to do is keep that smokestack in the middle of the windshield at 65 knots. Out here, it won't require a lot of corrections. The closer we get, it might require more.
So, do you think we have a little bit of wind that way?
Just slightly. This is working out just too easily, isn't it? I might switch it up on you and make it a little bit harder in a moment here. This is defying the purpose.
If you...
Alright, let's do this.
Pick a spot for me.
You see that big shiny square off at about 10 o'clock there, or 11 o'clock? And much nearer to us.
Oh, yeah, I see that.
Alright,
Okay.
see if you can make it to that at 65 knots. What are you going to have to do?
Pull power back.
Now this is artificially steep, but the principle is the same. Take it down to about 500 feet or so.
So, my judgment now is, I think I pretty much have it.
Yeah, you're pretty much there. Today, it's less windy today than it was yesterday. I mean, you're really, once you dial it in here, it shouldn't require a lot of correction.
Do we consider this non-congested, 500 feet off the ground be okay?
Yeah, we'll be fine.
I think I'm probably a little high on it right now.
Just slightly, it is coming down in the windshield just a little bit.
I'm already all the way at idle, so if I want to make it down, I have to split.
Right. We won't take it down much farther anyway.
Potomac approach, medevac med star 2.
Alright, you happy with that? I think that's about good enough. Alright, let's recover from this.
Just off of Calvert, 1200.
So full power, curved in.
En route.
Watch the nose up.
We're going to be flying directly over Andrews.
First, yeah, there you go.
Potomac transponders observed. You can proceed on course remain outside Bravo. Andrews altimeter 3020, and I'll have a switch to Andrews Tower for you shortly.
And keep it coming up.
3020.
Bring the nose up a little bit, climb away from it. And we'll bring it up to about 1,500 feet. If you're happy with that, we'll head to 2 Whiskey 5.
That's good.
Today, it's just a little bit, it's so smooth that it didn't give you the opportunity to have to make a lot of corrections, right?
464 Potomac, watch altimeter 3022, your transponders observed. Proceed on course remain outside Bravo.
Take advantage of this kind of day.
Be a good day for landings. What runway do you think we're going to be using based on the wind?
So, I think we should probably use 20.
Yep, I agree with you. If you want to bring it up to 2,000, that's fine too.
1,600 for 2,000.
Okay. And let's trim down about half a wheel. Let's grab it in the middle. Nose down.
Yeah, I already did one, so I think that might be too much, but I'll try it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you had already done one?
Yes.
Oh, okay then. Ooh, that is brutal. We're about 8 miles out. I'm gonna lie. Why don't we lie and say that we have 2 Whiskey 5 in sight? The Potomac approach 5477 or 64776, 2 Whiskey 5 in sight for pattern work.
Potomac approach, Skyhawk 64776 with 2 Whiskey 5 in sight for pattern work.
64776, you can be returning to VKX after the pattern work, is that right?
That's correct. Cessna 64776.
64776, thanks. Keep your code the whole time. Give me a call back on this frequency when you're done with your pattern work. You do have one in the pattern already at 2 Whiskey 5. Change of advisory is approved.
We'll keep the code and change to advisory 64776.
Medevac MedStar 2, contact Andrews Tower.
Alright, let's go ahead and switch that frequency over. Nope. No, that's Potomac. So 122.7.
Okay, so I need to change it here.
Yep. There you go. And we'll listen up for traffic. And in the meantime, while we're doing that, since we've got a little bit of distance, why don't we do an approach checklist? See what runway they're using.
Alright, seatbelts tight. RP is cold for above green arc. Mixture rich.
Traffic, 5 Cubs 2.8 southwest. I'll be entering a left crosswind for 15.
Left pattern, so we enter the downwind on the east side of the airport.
Yeah.
Maryland traffic, Skyhawk 5477 kilo on left downwind for runway 20, full stop Maryland.
And almost directly west, so probably 275 or so.
Check that again.
110,
Okay, and let's make an inbound call to Maryland. Something like
That's it right there.
6477. Just keep flying towards those satellite antennas right there.
5 miles or 4?
About 5 miles. That's your tells you right there.
Maryland traffic, Skyhawk 64776, 5 miles southeast, inbound for 45 left downwind runway 20, Maryland.
Perfect call. Alright, so those satellite antennas are a great 45-degree setup point.
So you just want to pass over them?
Yeah, roughly. I mean, you can cut the corner a little bit too, that's alright. And we gotta get down to...
1,000.
Exactly right. So just pull it back to 2,000 RPM.
Oh.
Yeah, you got a full 1,000 feet to lose there.
Number 527 Lima Romeo is on a 3-mile 45, downwind 15.
And again, half a wheel and nose up trim in this situation will help you. Just slow down a little bit. No, that's nose down trim. Other way.
Carroll County traffic, Cherokee 7.
There, that'll get you about 90 to 100 knots, which is a good descent speed. And you can adjust the power accordingly to...
Orange traffic, Sky Ventures 302, 5 miles to the west, inbound for landing, Orange.
Yeah, warranted traffic. Viper Cubs turning left crosswind. Where are you at?
I'm just turning down.
So how do you think our descent's going to work out here distance-wise? Looks okay.
I see you.
100
Yeah,
right now.
looks like we're going to be all right.
Carroll County traffic 72 Delta is south of the cement.
want to. Sure, whoever owns those satellite dishes doesn't like us flying over them, but I have no idea who that might be.
Yeah, Warrington, Piper Cub,
guesses.
crosswind, 15, full stop, Warrington.
Maryland traffic, Skyhawk 64776, 3 miles to the southeast for a left downwind runway 20, Maryland.
Where's the traffic light?
Good with a touch and go?
Left base run.
We want to start off with a...
we can do touch and go.
Alrighty.
Winchester traffic, Diamond 970, Delta Alpha, 10 miles north of the airport.
Realize that the wind's pushing you this way a little bit, so on this heading, by the time you're on downwind, you'll be fairly far down the runway. So if you point the nose to the left a little bit, that'll give you more time on downwind.
Traffic captain 23, 3 to the north, Andy Carroll 16.
Carroll County traffic, Cherokee 75 Echo Hotel, turning base 16. Carroll County. BWI Bravo.
And Lima Romeo base 15 Warrington.
They should be in. There they are. Just turning off.
7 Charlie was on 1 mile 45 to join the left downwind 16, Carroll County.
Maryland traffic, Skyhawk 5477, kilo clear of runway 20, Maryland.
Delaware base for number 2.
What point should I turn it?
I think you can turn here.
Maryland traffic, Skyhawk 64776, entering left downwind, runway 20, Maryland.
And Lima Romeo final 15 Warrington.
Final 16, Carroll County.
Carroll County traffic, A Papa Delta is 4 miles out to the southwest, going to be overflying the field at 3,000.
Alright, landing checklist. Watch your altitude, 2100 RPM.
45 for 16.
Hey, fuel's on both. The here's fixed. Mixture is rich. Prop fixed.
2 for 15, full stop, Warrington.
And switches. Heading lights and lights are on and seatbelts are fixed.
Good.
Great. The number's about now. So carb heat is already cold. I'm coming back to 1,600.
Warrington traffic, white telegraph downwind, runway 15 Warrington. Traffic is fake.
And a little nose up trim will help you out too.
It indicates 2,100 is a Cherokee. Main upwards for traffic in sight, we'll maintain visual separation.
Carroll traffic, cap 1823, turning downwind 16.
Main final, full stop 15 Warrington.
75 here. Maryland traffic, Cessna 64776, turning left base, runway 20, Maryland.
Warrington traffic, Sky Ventures 302, 2 miles to the south. We'll be entering.
Think about those target numbers. Are we descending any?
Carroll
think
County,
we're
land
okay.
Lima's left base 16, Carroll County.
Watch your airspeed. Yeah, we may be coming a little bit up on the high side here.
Carroll County traffic, Cherokee 9 for 760, departing from the 16 crosswind.
Maryland traffic, Skyhawk 64776, turning left, turning final, runway 20, Maryland.
Alright, so you're pointing the nose down rather than pulling power back subconsciously, so pull some power back. You're above 1500 RPM, so you're never going to descend on a normal glide path, and we're high to begin with. There you go.
Carroll County traffic, A Papa Delta is overflying the airport at 3,000, Carroll.
Warrington area traffic, Mooney 11 kilo is on a 6-mile final for 15 Warrington.
How's this looking?
Looks way high.
Looks pretty high. Let's see if we can make it.
Warrington traffic, white telegraph junction, left base, runway 15 Warrington.
Now this is going to mean a pretty big change in angle of attack. I wouldn't put any power on. Alright, how about we practice a go around here? Alright,
Okay.
full power. Full power, full power, full power. First notch flaps out. First notch flaps out. Up to 20. There you go. You're pressing on the mic button. Maryland traffic, 64776 going around runway 20, Maryland. Okay, watch your airspeed. Bring the nose down some. 76 knots. Okay. Now past 60, you can start bringing the rest of the flaps out.
Star 3 Potomac. Time approach, Metro 3 is with you. Fort Washington en route to Whiskey 6. We'll call clear the SFRA. Star 3.
Maryland traffic, Sky 5477 kilo, departing runway 20.
There's 700.
Maryland traffic, Skyhawk 64776, turning left crosswind, Maryland.
Carroll County, land 7 Charlie Lima is established.
Keep your hand on the power there.
Carroll County.
Marching traffic, Sky Ventures 302 on downwind, runway 1.
Go-arounds are always great practice.
So do you take the first shots of flaps out pretty much immediately?
Full power, then the flaps, but never the other way around. And you pull that power back.
4460 is going to break off the downwind.
Maryland traffic, Skyhawk 64776, turning left downwind, runway 20, Maryland.
We have you, sir. Thank you. No problem. Winchester.
So we're a touch wide.
970 Delta Alpha is left.
Still got the landing checklist to go.
Winchester.
So let's knock that out real quick here.
Right. So go on both.
Undercarriage is down. Mixture is rich.
Down, mixture rich. Gear fixed. Prop fixed.
Carroll County, land 7 Charlie Lima, turning left
Switches are
816, full stop Carroll
lights
County.
on and outs are light.
Yep.
Okay, so heartbeat out.
Look her up downwind,
Throttle back.
runway 151.
Warrington traffic, Sky Ventures 302, turning base, runway 15. Warrington.
You give yourself, once that balloon is done,
Maryland traffic.
give yourself half a wheel and nose up trim. That'll help you get 75 knots.
Runway 20, Maryland.
Carroll County, land 7 Charlie Lima, final 16, full stop Carroll County. Carroll County traffic, 8 Papa Delta is 2 to the east, gonna enter the 45.
So we're going to hit that 800 before we're at our 45 degree point there, which means we're going to end up a little bit low, right? There you go.
Maryland traffic, Skyhawk 64776, turning left base, runway 20, Maryland.
Warrington traffic.
And 600 is really the altitude that we want to be at turning on to final, right? So we're still a little low here. If we continue this rate of descent.
Maryland traffic, Skyhawk 5477.
Now remember what I said yesterday, airspeed before everything. Make that your constant.
Maryland traffic, Skyhawk 64776, turning final, runway 20, Maryland.
There you go, good way to take that correction out.
Skyhawk 5477 kilo out of 2 Whiskey 5, would you at 1,200?
The traffic, white telegraph, turn in final, runway 15, just touch it off traffic in sight.
Potomac, watch altimeter 3022. Can proceed on course, remain outside class Bravo airspace.
3022, 547 kilo.
A little to the right. Or a little left of center line. Looking great on airspeed, good on altitude.
Warrington air traffic, Mooney 11 kilo is about 5 miles crosswind.
And keep it coming down.
Went into the pattern.
Right around there. Now just work it back and hold it off. Work it back and hold it off. Keep working it. Keep working it. Remember small movements. Pull and release, pull and release, pull and release. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Beautiful. Flaps up. There you go.
Warrington air traffic, Mooney 11 kilo.
Tap on the brakes.
Downwind for 15, full stop, Warrington.
Why you tap on the brakes?
That shuddering, that's the wheels turning freely.
Oh, I see. So it stops that.
Yeah.
Okay, Cherokee 75 at the hotel, turning base 16, okay.
Maryland traffic 64776, left crosswind, runway 20, Maryland. So you can pull the power back much sooner than that here. You don't wait till you get to 100 to pull the power back because you want to be at 90, right?
Maryland traffic, Skyhawk 64776, turning left downwind, runway 20, Maryland.
Runway 15, Warrington, number 2.
70 Delta Alpha, we'll deposit traffic pattern to the east, Winchester.
Winchester traffic, going to 46 off 32 Winchester.
Okay, approved.
Pushing, thank you. 7 kilo.
I don't know where those guys are. But let's go about our business here.
Warrington area traffic, landing 11 kilo, turning left.
I might have left.
15, Warrington.
I go on both. Gear fix.
Winchester traffic,
Ridge.
15 Tango Hotel, turning left base, 32 Winchester.
Prop fix. Switches. Lights okay. And
I think you need a little more nose down trim there. Yeah, there you go. Okay, great.
1,800 to
Warrington area traffic, moving 11 kilo, turning final, full
Hey.
15, full stop, Warrington.
RP cold, power coming out.
Top wheel and nose up trim first this time. Try that. Bend the flaps.
226 Delta Tango approach, transponder observed, proceed on course outside Bravo, Washington altimeter 3022.
Yeah, 32 Winchester.
Number 6 Delta Tango, understand you're not going to go to Easton, you're just going to go over to Deal, practice ferry and then back to freeway? Affirmative. Thank you.
Would you say it's a little wide?
Touch.
Left base,
But it's fine.
15 Warrington, traffic in sight.
Add a little power.
Maryland traffic, Skyhawk 64777, turning left base, runway 20, Maryland.
That wasn't on the radio. That's a don't worry about it. Just aviate, navigate, communicate.
Shuttlecraft, turning final, runway 15 Warrington, touch and go.
Yeah, you pushed the nose down a little bit there, and that got us a touch low.
Winchester traffic, 534, 5 miles to the south. Plan on going left downwind.
Maryland traffic, Skyhawk 64776, turning base, runway 20, Maryland.
Final.
Final, Maryland. I feel like I'm a little high.
Oh, you're doing fine, actually.
Stomach approach, November 330.
This is perfect.
KX inside. November 33077, Roger. Remain on sign
You might be getting a little high.
Approved. Chain approved.
That's not your flaps in there.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Off, I think. Twice.
All right, nobody's got the plane after us. Okay. Don't pull the nose up here. Oh yeah. All the way to idle. All the way to idle. Okay, now start. Pull the power all the way back. Work it back, work it back, work it back. More. And keep, keep going, keep going, keep going. There you go. Flaps up. Next one, let's make a full stop, and I want to get you with the nose up, rolling down the runway with a little bit of power on, and really set that attitude.
Winchester traffic, Cessna 224, 8 miles southwest, inbound for landing Winchester.
Cessna 16, guys on traffic.
Downwind, 32 Winchester.
That's Stanford traffic, RV7. Runway 15 Warrington.
Maryland traffic, Skyhawk 64776, turning left crosswind, runway 20, Maryland.
Stanford traffic, RV7, turning final, 16.
Tailwind 9 Delta Tango left crosswind for 15 Warrington.
Winchester traffic, November 5534, left base, runway 32, Winchester.
Maryland traffic, Skyhawk 64776, turning left downwind, runway 20, Maryland.
Warrington. Tailwind 90 Tango is left downwind 15.
Hanover traffic, 003 Pop Victor, left downwind departure runway 34 Hanover, and we're
Alright, landing checklist.
1400, departing the pattern to the southwest.
Fuel on both. Gear fix.
Warren,
Mr.
traffic,
Rich,
Warren.
prop fix. Seatbelts and lights are...
BS, simulated engine failure, car complete traffic.
This distance is a little bit better.
Yeah, pretty good.
Traffic, boys, so look up. Down,
Alright, leave the numbers. RV cold. Power back. Nose up.
Winchester traffic, Cessna 224, 6 miles southwest, inbound for landing, Winchester.
Warrington, tailwind 90 Tango is turning left base for 15, touch and go Warrington.
Full stop this time. Let's get that nose way up there, and we're going to taxi it down all the way down the runway.
Okay.
With the nose up.
With the nose up. Got it.
Understand 3-2.
Warrington traffic, Skyventure 302, turning crosswind, runway 15, Warrington.
Maryland traffic, Skyhawk 64776, turning left base, runway 20, Maryland.
Carroll County traffic, 8 Romeo Victor, crosswind for the left down. Runway 16, Carroll County.
Essex traffic, Mall 10284, downwind 16, Essex.
Approach, MedStar 3, clear the SF area to south, press for exchange. MedStar 3, for exchange approved, you have a good day. Thanks, you too, MedStar 3 out.
Maryland traffic, Skyhawk 64776, turning final, runway 20, Maryland.
Located. We're getting ready to enter our left.
Skyventure 2 on downwind, runway 15, Warrington.
Essex traffic, Mall 79 West going left downwind for 16.
Winchester traffic, 3 miles southwest. We're going to overfly the field, enter a left downwind for 32 Winchester.
We're turning left base 16, Essex.
Carroll County traffic, 8 Romeo Victor, turning left.
Might have been too
Winchester
much
traffic,
power.
Cessna 224, 2 miles southwest. Going to overfly midfield, maneuver for a left downwind for 32.
Carroll County traffic, Cessna 2277 Tango, overflying the field at 3000.
There you go, power to idle. What? Nope, nope. There you go. Okay, work it back, back. No, it's a little too high. Work it back, work it back, work it back, work it back. Keep it coming, keep it coming. Okay, now add just a touch of power. Just a little bit. Bring that left wheel down.
Warrington traffic, Skyventure 302, turning base,
Ah.
runway 15, Warrington.
Just really want to get that attitude in your mind. How's that feel?
Feels like I'm pulling really hard.
All right, go ahead,
Left
put it
down.
down. Yep. All right then. Weird, huh?
Now that shimmy right there is
Yeah,
that...
just pull the nose up a little
Okay.
bit again. There you go, that should get rid of that.
Traffic approach, November 3775 Romeo has 2 Whiskey 5 in sight.
November 3775 Romeo, fulfillment for Roger.
I was wondering why I was hearing stuff on there. Somebody
Yeah.
had, okay.
Maryland traffic, Skyhawk 64776, clear of runway, Maryland. RP hold, mixture, leans, transponder still on altitude, same setting. Okay.
So we're at our time here. That's fine. I mean, I can stay out a little longer if you want to.
I'm good to go a little longer.
Okay. We're at about an hour now at 1.1.
Okay. No, I'm good to go a little longer if you
Okay.
could. So the man, like when you get the speed on, everything else is.
Airspeed is king. Let's try taxiing without the brakes there.
3775 Romeo coming in, requesting airport advisories.
Using runway 20 at Maryland.
Is that pretty typical for people to call requesting advisory?
Well, not at most airports because they have weather, but because it doesn't have weather here, instead of trying to fly over the runway and see what's going on, you might as well ask. There used to be
downwind runway 20 Maryland.
There used to be this bunch of old guys who sat around inside the FBO in there. I take it you haven't actually been inside there, right?
No.
Yeah, it's pretty rustic in there. It's a family-run business, and it's been in the same family for generations. But he died recently, and his son doesn't want to continue the airport. It's not really a viable business, unfortunately.
Right. So so you think it's going to end up closing?
They can't because this runway is new. Their idea was to expand this place and turn it into sort of a small regional airport. So they built a nice big runway, but the county hates the airport and won't let them expand their facilities. So nobody wants to come here. Pull the power back a little bit more. Try not to use those brakes.
It's all the way back.
It's all the way back?
Yeah. Traffic, November 3775 Romeo, 45 to the
idle's
downwind. Entering the downwind runway 20 Maryland.
That might help a little bit.
Oh, was the carb heat in, or?
No, I pulled it out. That way it reduced our RPM a little bit.
Okay. All right, because normally you want to have it cold because you don't want to pick up crap.
Yeah. I'm experimenting. You definitely don't want to have it on a grass runway.
Okay.
We're going to try, now that we've gotten that down, I'm going to try something else with you. Have you done a power off 180 yet?
No.
Well, let's talk about that. So this is practicing an engine failure, and we'll translate that out into the practice area when we do actual engine failures over a field or something like that. But we'll fly a normal pattern, and then at the beam point, I'll demonstrate one. We'll pull the power back to idle, simulating an engine failure. And the first thing I'm going to do is pitch up relatively assertively to 65 knots, which is our best glide speed, and trim up. If we gain some altitude doing that, fine, all the better. That's more altitude to play with.
Okay.
And then, because this airplane floats, I'm going to pitch down to maintain 65 knots and put 10 degrees flaps in right away. Then I'm going to count to about 10. It's a relatively no-wind day, so 10 seconds or so ought to work. Then I'm going to turn in and reassess. We're not bound to a full pattern at this point. If I find out that I'm low at that point, I'm going to turn straight towards the runway. And if I find out that we're still very high, of course I'll put in 10, 20 degrees flaps, and then employ whatever altitude losing maneuvers I need to get the airplane down, which is more likely the case in this airplane than not making the runway.
Yeah.
But you'll be too high, as long as you do things, expeditiously. So you've got the rest of the flaps to put in. What else do you have? What are some other maneuvers you can do to lose altitude?
So you could do a forward slip or S-turns.
S-turns, yeah. S-turns maybe if you're just a little bit too high still with the flaps in, and then if you're radically high, slip.
Okay, so you'll demo and then I'll try one?
Yep.
Okay. So it looks like they're about to turn base now on the final.
Yep.
So before takeoff, flaps to 0, mixture rich, carb heat cold, ignition set on both, trim. I'm going to do it. So do you think one half turn up?
Yeah.
Okay. And engine gauge is in the green.
It's always good to watch other people land.
Yeah.
And these guys tend to land pretty flat in these things.
Cherokee?
Yeah. That's from the guys across the runway. Looks like a nice stable approach. Power's coming on maybe a little low across the threshold. See how well they hold it off. Flat, totally flat. Landed on all three
so not ideal.
Not ideal. They tend to land that way, especially at Potomac, because those things can float quite a lot.
So you just want to get it down?
Yeah, I mean, but They ought to be striving, especially at a runway like this for a main gear first landing. Looks like they're taking the runway. We can say that we're going to line up and wait. So you can say Maryland traffic 64776 line up and wait runway 20.
Maryland traffic, Skyhawk 64776, line up and wait, runway 20, Maryland. And final is clear.
Yep. Lights, camera, action.
Which is the action?
It's supposed to sound relatable, like a movie thing. Lights is the lights. Camera is how they see us. That's a snapshot of us right there. That's the transponder. And action is anything fuel related. So mixture rich fuel is on both. Every time you cross the threshold or the
runway 20.
hold short. And then from here we can make our actual departure call.
I'm just going to straighten out. There we go. Maryland traffic, Skyhawk 64776. Taking off runway 20, will remain in pattern, Maryland. Okay, so, and we are 20. Feet on floor, power coming up.
Check your RPM right away.
And it's good. Engine engages in green. Airspeed alive.
Keep it coming. You don't have the assistance of those flaps. Tap on the brakes.
Carroll County traffic, pointing 202 Juliet Bravo, about 11 miles to the south.
Climbing at 76.
Left just a little bit.
34. We're at 2600. We'll be descending down to
that trim is perfect.
Inbound on the GPS.
Yeah, good to know. I need to tell them that they need to trim it, that they need to reset it nose down half a wheel or so. And turn that squelch down again.
Carroll County, Cherokee 9185 Whiskey, about 9.5 miles at 5,000. We'll be flying over the field for right downwind for 34. Carroll.
Maryland traffic, Skyhawk 64776, turning left crosswind, Maryland.
Left turn in a climb like that is not left rudder, it's just releasing your right rudder a little bit. Make sense?
Yeah.
Tango, turn left crosswind, 15 Warrington.
Now let's make a turn in, I'll just take it from here.
Okay.
Alright, I have the controls.
You have the controls.
Maryland traffic, Skyhawk 64776, turning left downwind runway 20, Maryland. Get a little closer to the runway this time for this. Fuel is on both, gear is down, mixture is rich, prop is not applicable, lights are fixed, lights are on, seats and seatbelts. So we want to be relatively close to the runway for this.
The sky is gorgeous.
What's that?
The sky is gorgeous.
That'll do. Got a little bit of a left crosswind here.
Winchester traffic, Cessna 224, 3 miles southwest, inbound for landing 32.
So here we go, carb heat on, power back to idle, pitch up for 65, just get there. No need to be delicate about it. There it is, pitch down. Okay, 10 degrees flaps, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and here we go. Maryland traffic, Skyhawk 64776, left crosswind runway, correction, left base runway 20, touch and go, simulated engine out, Maryland. Okay, we're still going to be pretty high there, I think, so I'm going to put in 20 degrees flaps.
73 Joe Hotel is 4 miles to the north.
30 degrees flaps.
Downwind on runway 16.
I'll keep my base in for a little bit here.
Time.
Now for your commercial license, you have to land this on an exact spot with the engine out.
Winchester traffic, Cessna 224, 2 miles southwest, inbound for landing 32.
See if I can get it on the third spot. I didn't really plan this, so let's see. I just searched third runway stripe, airline stripe. I'll do this at touch and go. gonna make it. Okay, flaps up, carpet in, full power. There's the idea.
Carroll County Cherokee 9185 whiskey, flying over the field at 4.
So as you did that, it's when you put in the power, you basically just bring it forward a turn?
Because I had so much nose up trim.
Yeah.
We'll do this one to a full stop for you. All right, whenever you're ready.
I have the controls?
Yeah, the controls.
As Sky Park Lights 4773 Joe Hotel is downwind from runway 16, left post traffic, Sky Park.
Aircraft overflying Carroll County. They've been using 16. We're coming in just for a low approach for the practice GPS for 34.
Maryland traffic, Skyhawk 64776, turning left crosswind runway 20, Maryland.
Appreciate that.
Maryland traffic, November 3775 Romeo, taking off runway 20 left, close traffic, Maryland.
Carroll County Cherokee 9185 whiskey. I'll go ahead and change up to 16 arrival. I still needed to fly out before I spiral down for the 45 for Carroll.
Maryland traffic, Skyhawk 64776, turning left downwind, runway 20, Maryland.
Winchester traffic, Cirrus 20 Papa November is 6 to the east. We're going to be entering...
I'll get a little closer to the runway here.
We're going to enter the pattern on the left departure end of runway 32 there, Winchester.
You gave a downwind call, right? Okay, so fuel is on both, gears down, mixture is rich, props not applicable, lights are on, seats and seatbelts.
At Sky Park Lights 4773 Joe Hotel, turning left base for runway 16, at Sky Park.
Carroll County traffic, Mooney 20, thought it was a 2.5-mile final practice. Much thanks to the guy holding it for one.
Alright, that looks like a good distance. Looking great on altitude, a little fast, but we're okay there. They're ready, carpet on, power to idle. Now just pull the nose up. Trim up.
Martin traffic, helicopter.
Keep the nose coming up, keep the nose coming up.
Just over
There's 65, pitch down, 10 degrees flaps. 1, 2,
3, 4.
Warrenton traffic, tailwind 9 Circle Tango is turning left crosswind 15 Warrenton.
9. 10. I still seem high. Should I turn or not turn?
Turn. If you still feel high, then you can add some flaps. Now remember, your rate of descent is going to be higher here than it is because you have no power on. But let's see, I think you could probably put in 20 degrees flaps here. But we're a little low, that count was a little longer than mine, so we're a little lower at this point than we were on mine. So maybe hold off on the rest of the flaps here.
Turn in a little sooner.
Yeah. Maryland traffic, 64776, final runway 20, full stop, Maryland. Okay, how are you feeling here?
I feel high.
No, you're not.
Hot.
I would definitely not add.
Kind of right in the...
I would not add any more flaps here. So,
Carroll County Cherokee 9185 whiskey on the 45 for 16, Carroll County.
Add a little power or...
not yet. We can flare over the grass just a touch. There you go. Work it just like normal. Pull and release, pull and release, pull and release, pull and release, pull and release. Alright, we're at full stop. Now let's get off on this turn off here. So that was, we just got that just right. Any shorter, we'd have been too short.
Yeah, right. 75 Romeo, turning left base, runway 20, Maryland.
Maryland traffic, Skyhawk 64776, clear of runway, Maryland.
All right, let's take off and head back on. If you want, I'll show you something that's coming up here that's pretty cool. Have you seen a soft field takeoff yet?
Actually, yeah. So
You have?
Yeah, I did. So when the nose wheels really seemed like it was shimmying when I was out here with Ethan a couple of weeks ago, he did that because he was worried about the nose wheels.
Oh, okay. Well, then never mind. I won't show you that then.
Not like seeing something twice is a bad thing.
No. Okay, fine. Glad to. They're fun. Boy, they are low. Are they doing a power out too? What's going on here? What is happening here?
Close too.
What is going on here? So flat again.
What do you think? Do you think they were trying a power off too? That seemed like they were.
It might have been exactly that. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
They look low, but they look kind of big too.
What's that?
They look large.
Yeah.
Up.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Now let's do a before takeoff checklist then. So flaps are going to be 10 if we're going to do the soft field.
Got it. Flaps at 10. Pitch, RP, hold. And on, both.
In traffic, November 3775 Romeo, clear runway 20, Maryland.
Okay, and engine gauges are in the green.
Alright.
Alright, so
I'll do the takeoff and then you get the landing on 2-4.
Alright.
Have you done one on 2-4 yet?
Nope.
Alright, I'll talk you through it.
No.
Maryland traffic, Skyhawk 64776 departing runway 20 to the east, Maryland. Okay, lights, ground action. The yoke comes back all the way, just like on the grass at home. We're going to try to use no brakes here, so I'm going to taxi slowly onto the runway and cut the corner a little bit.
So you don't bog down.
Right. No crosswind to consider. Okay, rolling onto center line. Once I'm straightened up, I'm going to put full power and release just a little bit of the back pressure. And then slowly start working the nose up again. Careful not to strike the tail. Keep working it up, keep working it up, keep working it up. There we are, about 40 knots. Bring the nose down and forward pressure. And continue to climb out at 76. And once we're clear of the obstacles, we will be momentarily. Flaps up.
And Warrington, the Great Lakes is entering a crosswind to the downwind for runway 15.
Warrington, 90 Tango left base for touch go 15.
I'll take advantage of you and do a little sightseeing.
Yeah, go for it, man. I'll never say no to flying.
So we're trying to go a little further east here to stay out of the pattern.
Now we'll do a downwind departure, but I'll take it up to 1100.
Warrington traffic, Sirius 5 and 12 for Baba is crosswind for 15, Warrington. Warrington traffic, helicopter 979er, Sirius Hills on a 3-mile final for runway 15 and down on the practice run at DPS Bridge.
And Warrington, the Great Lakes is entering the downwind for runway
Yeah, it's a beautiful evening.
Sirius 512.
This is Saturday or it's Sunday, man. I lose track of the week now. That I'm not held down to a work week anymore. Right. Maryland traffic 64776 departing Founders the East Maryland. Whatever you can take it if you want to or not.
Oh, I'll take it.
Okay, you have the controls.
I have the controls. And where am I aiming for right now?
East, and that happens to be that water tower.
Got it. Potomac, Skyhawk 64776, off of Maryland, returning to VKX.
November 64776, roger. Proceed on course outside Bravo, Washington, altimeter 3022, transponder observed.
Altimeter 3022, 64776.
And Potomac Approach, Piper.
Alright, let's head to the marina.
Piper 56101, roger. Remain understand transponder code until you land. Please change crew. Looks like
So what made you choose cardiology over another specialty?
Keeping the code switching, looking for the one. Piper 101, thank you.
When I was in my training, I liked it the best because it preserved better than a lot of other specialties. I think what was sort of attractive and romantic about medicine, this idea that like you kind of talk to somebody, you do an exam, you do whatever studies you need to do, you figure out the problem and then implement a treatment. So you kind of get to do it all in a sense. And unlike, originally I was interested in infectious diseases.
In what?
Infectious diseases.
Okay.
Which is a lot of interesting presentations and learning about different symptoms and things like that. But ultimately, regardless of whatever you thought it was, at the end of the day, you sent a bunch of stuff to the lab and waited for them to tell you the answer. And whereas in cardiology, you're kind of responsible for everything. You're doing you read the EKG, you read the ultrasound, maybe not personally, but you have colleagues who do more invasive testing. So you kind of got to do it all from start to finish.
Yeah. And you stay with the patient, right?
You stay with the patient, yeah.
Let me just grab this. I'll do an approach checklist while you're talking here. Yeah, well, I guess some doctors like their patients, and some like to be around them, and some don't, huh? I mean, it's always nice to have one who's
Right. Well, within medicine, there's so many different ways to do it, partly depending on the specialty and partly depending on how people decide to go about their business.
Yeah, okay, approach checklist. Seatbelts are on and tight, carburetor heat is off for now. Mixture is rich, fuel selector is on both, landing light is on, approach landing brief. We're going to do 2-4 even though it's probably going to say winds calm. But this is good practice for you. And directional gyro set. Do you see the airfield? Why don't you just go ahead?
Right there.
Yep, you got it.
So that's going to be right pattern.
Yep, let's tell Potomac that we have VKX inside.
Okay. Potomac, Skyhawk 64776, VKX in sight.
Try it again.
Number 64776, roger. Remain understand transponder code say land 3 change first.
Switching 64776.
Switching Skyhawk 64776.
That's all you got to say. Okay, so we did an approach checklist. Switch our frequency over here. There you go. 3 clicks.
Potomac Airfield, automated advisory, wind, calm, altimeter 3021, preferred calm wind, runway 06, pilot's discretion.
No, it does say 6, of course, but let's go ahead and tell them that we're going to do 2-4.
Potomac traffic, Skyhawk 64776, inbound for right downwind, runway 24, Potomac. Saturation.
That happens. All right, let's head right a little bit towards the high school.
Traffic, Skyhawk 70 Papa, turning base.
Down to 1100.
For traffic.
Now here the trick is getting down, and everybody's got their own technique. Dave, I'm sure, has his own. Most of us start to descend early, though. So rather than setting, configuring at the numbers, that is at the beam point, let's start at midfield. No, midfield downwind will be carb on power back below 1500 RPM, actually. 10 degrees flaps. Keep the nose up, and then once you're inside the wide arc, 20 degrees flaps on the downwind. Today it'll seem redundant, but on a windy day, you'll be kept up like a kite.
Say that one more time. Just gotta do that once more.
Midfield downwind, I'll point it out to you. Carb on power back a little below 1500, 10 degrees flaps. Keep the nose up. Once you're in the wide arc, 20 degrees flaps. And then I want to be coming down so that we're at 800 feet by the time we turn over the power lines for base. Okay? And try not to creep towards the runway. Give yourself all the space you can here. So, fuel is on both, gear is down, mixture is rich, props not applicable, lights are on, seats and seatbelts.
Ridgely traffic, TAP 1846, Cessna 182 on the RNAV, runway 12, 2 mile final, lower.
A little harder to see when you're in the left seat and you're going right past.
Yeah, that's true. Well, let me get this out of the way for one thing. Alright.
Kind of cross over the little ball there?
We'll go right over it, that's right. Looking good on altitude. If you were lower than this, I wouldn't really complain. Okay. If you were 100 feet lower than this coming back in on your own, technically this is pattern altitude right here.
So we're almost there.
The biggest trick to landing here, especially on 2.4, is don't be shy about getting down. If you got to pull the power to idle, then so be it. Alright, coming up on it, once you pull the carb on.
Okay, carb actually already had it.
Just pull a bunch of power off and check it later. Okay, half wheel and nose up trim. 10 degrees flaps. Looking for the wide arc. 20 degrees flaps. Now, let pitch down 70 knots and 800 feet. You can adjust your power as necessary. But notice that, we may be a little low on the power, but not a whole lot. It takes a bunch to get down to 800 feet here.
Power line's right there.
Yeah. Maybe add a little bit of power back in now, catch it. Don't worry about the call. And we want to be, if you want to, I do it on final, but let's get down to about 600 feet before we turn. Now you got to estimate where the runway is because you've lost sight of it a little bit here, right? So just keep flying in. You can see the runway now. Maybe start turning in here. Gently. And you can put those 30 degrees flaps in the turn here. Now, let's pull a little bit of that power back. Low is the name of the game here. Maybe a little lower than that, or a little less power than that. I think we're a little high here, so pull the power back some more.
Okay.
This is where you get tricked here. Right, center line, a little more to the right, power back some more. Get ready to catch it. And you could even pull the power back a little more if you wanted to. Yep. Looking good. There you go, you can add a touch back in. Back to idle. Work it back. Pull and release, pull and release, pull and release, pull,